That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the spookies like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can
I say, man, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it was just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 7, Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down, but able... across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a 1st down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. This one out quickly to Watkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, Dortch. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Connor on 1st down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Steps away. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain block.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go now. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold it to a short pickup.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Greg Dortch returning. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
On the return is Scott.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this. Through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On play action, it's Murray sliding out of the pocket.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 69 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, it's Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Murray. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, check that, street.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
On the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's a playoff.